Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
What are you here for, huh? Come to give me your pity? Or just have a laugh? I'll not suffer either. Piss off.
Ort's got the whelp's tongue as per usual. I would have thought he'd be glad to start spilling secrets. The leader of the coral snakes left him for dead, didn't he? Not sure what's keeping him quiet, but 'twould only be to his benefit were he to tell us all he knows.
Oi, enough talk. You've a prisoner to watch.
Yes, sir. Apologies, sir.
Just piss off.
I don't see the point in questioning the lad, if I'm honest. He might have been part of the coral snakes, but by all appearances, he was the bottom rung of the ladder. If he was only being used, he's not likely to have been privy to any matters of import, is he? Of course, that's not to say he ought to be released. He'll be spending a few long... If that whelp does know where the rest of the coral snakes are hiding, he's certainly keeping quiet. And 'tisn't at all pleasant to watch an interrogation that's all questions and no answer. If that whelp does know where... And 'tisn't at all pleasant to watch an
I thought that was supposed to be... Okay. The guy. Oh, maybe.
So you're the one, Benjamin. Well, go on.
I ain't interested in talk.
Okay. I don't know.
Captain will have my head if I skip another patrol. I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
My knees have been acting
a
up.
real battle? I'll prove my worth.
There were no other prisoners in this stupid cell.
Notice if I'm mistraining. I'd rather not draw troll steal if I can avoid it. How are we to fight with such worn-out gear? Everyone's as tired as I am, seems like. I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off. I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Okay.
Reckon
So,
you can do as you
oh,
please, eh?
I am sorry. There's so many quests that are just wrong.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Well, not wrong, like just doesn't work. It's so annoying to me.
Anyone would notice if I'm restrained.
So you're the one Benjamin sent. Well, go on then.
I believed in him. Looked up to him even. My parents were killed by brigands. And I've no doubt I'd have followed them to an early grave if Lanzo hadn't taken me in. He made me a part of the coral snakes. Gave me a home, a life. I wanted to repay him however I could, so I did what he told me. I know it ain't right to steal, but I thought I could use all that gold I filched to help someone, like Lanzo did for me. I didn't take it for myself, it was for the poor. I wanted to give people a chance to choose a better path in life, instead of ending up like me. That's why I did the things I did. Understand? And I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant what he said to me in the hideout. 'Twas all an act. So if you're waiting for me to talk, cuz, don't hold your breath. That's why I did the things I did. And I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant... That's why... And I don't believe for a...
Maybe now the other prisoners are like, you know, bonded magically. Big problem is I killed everyone in here before, and that might have freed all the prisoners. You know what? Not even might. It did free all the prisoners, probably.
Do you want a way to release the whelp sooner? Do you realise what you're asking? Well, there might be a way, only you didn't hear it from me. I've not the authority to promise such a favour, but that doesn't mean no one does. Lad Jailer, for instance. I reckon he could get the lad his freedom, if you made it worth his while.
Aye, what can I do for you? Oh, you want the banded whelp released, do you? I suppose I could consider it. Aye, being head jailer has its privileges. I could accommodate such a request if I were so inclined. Of course, you'd need to prove your integrity first. I can't go around unlocking cells for just anyone.
No,
A shame.
this one is much easier.
That's why I did the thing, and I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo...
Don't start it all. I'm not going to take that from you. So tired. I've barely
Why
listened to Tom when
can't
he
I
was
just
saying,
target?
like getting cut open.
Hmm.
It is good to be reunited.
Soon as my shit's done, I'm off to the tavern.
What? What?
It's past time for a bar. I wonder if anyone knows if I'm this training. This is bad. I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it. Almost as tired as I am. Seems like.
That didn't work.
Can only take you so far. Oh, not be cowed so easily. Why, that hurts. Reckon you can do as you please, eh?
You go. No.
What's gone wrong with the world? Was it you who got me released? Suppose I should be grateful, but what am I to do now? Easy for him to talk of an honest life, but I've nowhere to turn. No one's gonna want me working for him. You know of a place I could work? Where? What? Are you talking?
Oh.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to
Fine.
recuperate my strength.
It is not our place to hurry the arisen.
Show them your metal! All's well, I trust.
innit? Whoa!
Alright, just making sure no one dead. And now we can go find Hugo a job.
Time to call it a day, methinks. Got to press on. There's much needs doing.
Your eggs something here.
And a sharp resist.
Pleasant breeze. Welcome.
A place for everyone and everyone in their place.
This ain't my problem.
Oh, I've got my freedom. Do you think there's work for me out there? What?
Annoying.
I've wares aplenty, as you can see.
Peace and quiet.
Something fun
My
to
legs
do.
are bare numb from walking about. I'd rather just stay out of everybody's way.
Stay here forever.
Interested in my wares?
I think pushed me over the edge.
Can't you go somewhere else?
Winning over a summer crowd is my specialty.
Suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
Okay. So Isaac has a quest line for me too,
Looking for aught in particular.
which I really thought I did, but apparently not. How's you?
Welcome and well met. Business has been better, but welcome and well met. Do come again.
Can't you go some...
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
Interested in my wares?
So how do I start Isaac's quest line?
Say, are you satisfied with your... You wish to shine like a jewel among your peers?
Interested in my wares?
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Interested in my wares?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You dare!
Look as long as you please.
So I'm supposed to buy stuff from him.
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Fie. My vision's growing worse by the day, I fear. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire I found whilst tidying the storeroom. 'Tis entitled On the Transference of Souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple, but truly all I want is a better life for my wife and daughter. Yet 'tis most vexing, for the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet, if I can get my hands on a quince. They're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. Would you be kind enough to procure one for me? I must keep reading that grimoire.
I've heard quinces are native to Patal. Shall we see if...
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the turning point in my family's fortune.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
In a few
Follow
days'
me then,
time.
unless you doubt my sense of direction. Good. We're here.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Welcome, and as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price.
Jesus Christ. Bastards.
Oh, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
9,000.
In another world, a bold and mighty warrior was the pillar of our party. Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Shall we get underway?
'Tis an item of exceptional rarity. I cannot wait to tell my own master of its existence.
I've been on my feet. Interested in my...
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep...
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have.
A queer little shop in Vermont, is it?
So there's two
I wonder
endings to
which of the
this.
shops in Vermont...
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls?
If I give him the
perchance?
real book, he will kill both his wife and child. I don't want that though. Okay. So, cancel delivery.
No matter. These things take time. Always a pleasure.
Okay, so there's a couple things I can do.
Mother, quick! Over here!
Beg pardon, sir, but I must ask you to stop aiding my husband. He lost his eye while reading that grimoire. His eye! I can't bear to see him involved with that fell thing anymore. But he refuses to listen to me.
He's been saying not to worry, that he'll make us more money soon. 'Tis as if he's lost his mind how much he repeats it. 'Tis all my fault, Mother. He's only been like this since I said I wished we had an easier life.
No, 'tisn't, dear, and don't you fret. Your father, he'll be back to his old self before you know it. Pray, sir, seek out that grimoire if you must, but do not give it to my husband. I beg of you.
Ought we to give Sir Isaac the grimoire as he requested? 'Tis a quandary indeed.
I cannot say what is best here.
Where is Isaac's house?
Greetings, Sir Arisen. I have a message for you.
Yes.
Sir Manella would speak with you in the palace.
Okay.
Pray seek her out at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
Fancy hiring me on? Your purse will be the lighter for it, mind.
I'll ne'er forgive myself if all— Don't help him, sir, please.
Pray, help not my husband.
You know where he keeps the other book? Okay, so I need to go make a copy of the one I have. So let me go ahead and do that. I need the fake version, not the real version. On the transference of souls. Why do I get the second one? Not.
No one wants me here. Might as well head home.
This isn't much to go on.
On the transit of soul. Go. Get. That has to be the fake one, right? Oh dear. It does not share its functions. There we go.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. With this, my shop's prosperity is all but assured. Thank you, Sir Arisen. Oh, thank you. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
Isaac, can you walk a little faster, please? Just a little faster.
How can I get this color to come out brighter? Living's hard, but
Now, there's also a quest that's called Every Rose Has Its Thorn. I thought I did that one. I guess not. Okay then. I am going to look up every quest that is available and try and do them.
The hunting for one day.
This is it! This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afeard of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! Did I? Did I do it? All appears unchanged. A failure, then. Ah, well. I suppose our fortunes were ne'er likely to turn so easily. I've learned my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. My dears, can you forgive me for my foolishness?
Oh, Isaac.
You two had the right of it all along. I ne'er should have chased after a silly dream like this.
Father, I shouldn't have complained. I know you do your best for us. You always have.
Enough of that now. You've naught to apologize for. 'Tis a father's duty to provide for his children. I only wish I could give you more. You have my gratitude, Sir Arisen. Though I failed in my quest, I've learnt much. And from this moment forth, I'll be focusing my energies on naught but my trade. I hope I can count on your continued patronage, sir.
So this is the conclusion that awaits if Sir Isaac is given a forgery. My own master gave him the genuine article. If you're sure.
When all's said and done, I'm quite glad my experiment failed. Though I wish I knew why it did. Alas, such things are best forgotten. In fact, methinks you ought take this grimoire off my hands, sir. No sense in my holding on to it.
Could you come over here?
When all's said and done, alas, such things are best forgotten.
My husband has returned to work with renewed vigor. 'Tis good to have him back to his old self.
I wonder if we would have been wealthy had they suppose it could have gone either way, really. Mayhap I should just be grateful nothing untoward came of it.
whoever's my replacement's in front of me, take me on.
Okay. Offer Hugo some guidance. Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna sell the book later. That's cool. All right. Let me look up side quests. Okay. This is harder than I thought it would be. Okay. Um, there's a lot of quests. Can I just scroll all the way down? Okay. Jail tales, ordeals. Whoa, what? In Dragon's Wake? Okay. Well, we don't need to look at main quests. Let's just look at side quests. How is it a separate quest? Baron's final. Oh wow, that's a long way. Hang on. Follow them into shape. Baron's final lesson. Okay, we did complete that. So call them into shape and Baron's final lesson is done. Right? Ordeals of a new recruit is done. In Provisioner's Plight is done. Home is where the hearth is. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't do that one. I don't think I can do that one either. Because I advanced that area until... Oh, that sucks. Trouble? Oh, wait. Huh? So, home is where the hearth is? It's supposed to be done... Oh, there it is. Wow, I'm just blind. I am blind, guys. Nesting troubles? Can I search this? Nope. Nesting troubles. Done with that. Okay. Reed vent calamity. That should be done too. Because that's the dragon fight. Sorry, there it is. I know this is not going to be very exciting to watch, but you guys know how I play games by this point, okay? If you watch me, I love to complete just everything I can. And this is me doing it. Alright, and then we got to go to Vernsworth. And in that, we got Baker's Tale. Done with that. A case of Sculptor's Block. We should be done with that too. Even though we did it badly, but we still done with it. There it is. A magisterial. A beggar's tale. Okay, we haven't done that one. Hang on. What is this that we have to do? Oh, okay. Finished a caged magistrate. Well, caged magistrate. We should be done with that. I remember doing that. There you go. Okay. So that, oh my god, that's right. I haven't gone back and talked to him. Jesus Christ. Let's do that. we gotta go back and talk to him. He's in the library down in the,
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Why am I doing this even though I don't need to? 'Cause
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you.
Hi.
Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Oh. Why didn't it put it as a quest? Where are his quarters? I know he's the prince, so he's probably in the castle.
Got to accept life as it's ups and downs. Little happiness is all I ask of you. I fear this trial.
Ah, Sir Arisen.
There he
I've
is.
been meaning to speak with you. Did you, perchance, pay a visit to the House of the Blue Sunbright? I see. After the rather strongly worded letter I received, I feared as much. 'Twas under unique circumstances, shall we say, that Daphne came to reside with us. You must understand, the House of the Blue Sunbright is our most generous benefactor, and their favor hinges upon our continued discretion. Thus, for the sake of all who reside herein, I beg you to steer Daphne away from any further contact with that household. Though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must be done, if the gracious hand is to continue to function. Sir Arisen, I trust that you will do what is right by Daphne, and indeed, by this establishment. Pray see to it that naught akin to the recent debacle be allowed to occur again.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Do you perchance remember me? You once knew me as maid to the young master, Sebastian. Well, I'm his maid no longer. Though I meant no harm, the mistress saw fit to turn me out. Tell no other soul of this, but the girl I had you fetch was none other than Sebastian's own twin sister. Afeard of inviting conflict over their inheritance, Daphne's family branded her a cursed babe and sent her away. Yet the loss of her newborn child drove the mistress half mad with grief. She's been bedridden ever since. I had hoped the sight of her long-lost daughter might rekindle some vital spark within my mistress. But alas, 'twould seem it was not to be. In the end, my good intentions served only to rob me of my station. I suppose 'twas no less than my due for meddling in the affairs of the nobility.
Oh, heavens above! 'Twas you, wasn't it? You took the abyss from us. How could you do this? The acts she committed were unforgivable. This I cannot deny. But what do you expect will befall the rest of us in her absence? Without the abbess, we cannot possibly attend to all our patients. Without her guidance, I... Forgive me. 'Twas an improper thing to say in light of the lives taken so unjustly. I will do what I can, but I fear I cannot attend to everyone here.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
We have found...
A moment's prayer can do a world of...
I fear I've much to attend to.
The people down here still down here? Why are you guys still down here? No one is going to take care of you down here. There were so many things. Okay, so I want to go back and tell Sebastian that tidbit there. At the same time, I gotta go down here.
We would be ill-advised to proceed without light.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not. almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel. Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. I've need of your services, you see. My time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened the deterioration of my eyesight. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Yet these old eyes might serve some use if only I could wear the spectacles I had specially made. Alas, they were confiscated at the time of my imprisonment. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis a place to which few have lawful access, as I'm sure you can imagine. Though, as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerades with a great many attendees, if you catch my meaning. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find an opportunity to liberate my poor spectacles. What say you? Would you consider doing an old man a favor?
Sure.
I am in your debt. With those spectacles in hand, I might actually get through one of my tomes. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find the storeroom. You are my only hope. My spectacles are in your hands.
You'll not live to regret this!
Okay. I did home is where the hearth is, right? Why is this tab still open? Yeah. A place called home should be done. Yep. Trial archery is done. A veil of gossamer cloud. Oh, yep. This is where I gotta go. All right. Let's go talk to Sven. Because, yeah. And also Sebastian. I'm gonna talk to Sven and Sebastian. They're both in the noble quarter. Well, noble and royal quarter.
Yeah? What is it?
Hey? I guess I can't tell him.
Oh, I can't complain.
Bit quiet, but I like it.
Well, I thought that was gonna be a quest, but I guess not. Let's instead go talk to Sven. Oh, maybe it's on the second floor. Magistrate. Allards. Thornworth Watchtower.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a...
At least turn your head.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not?
I am.
Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would
Okay.
hear it. However, is a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location? Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Deesa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
Alright.
I dare say it will take a blacksmith of uncommon skill to restore us. I've no knowledge of the trade myself, but perhaps Vernworth's armorer might be able to assist you.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
One of these days I'll buy myself a